close my
John Henry, great businessman, John. Thank you very much. Great businessman.
Harder! Snakes get slithery. Lean in, show y'all the mean in chivalry. Rap ruler, you can ask Buddha. Right jab like Zab Judah. Every member on my team is a shooter. Tight like a room, no room for intruder.
Yes, guys, big up everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Good afternoon, everyone. How are we all doing? We're here to talk about the latest transfer dealings at Liverpool Football Club. And obviously, we're going to actually talk about Frimpong today, who looks like he's on the way to Liverpool Football Club as we speak. We should be getting a Here You Go quite soon from Fabrizio. Let's see what happens there. Also, there's news as we're going live right now about Konate, and we'll chat about that as well. So big up the chat, hit the like button, hit the share, hit the subscribe, all that good stuff. And man, I'm appreciating you all here on your whatever it is, Tuesday afternoon. I don't know whatever fucking day it is. So there is obviously news about Konate first. Let's talk about the Konate situation. And then we'll talk about all the other news from Dave O'Cop today as well. But it looks like Konate, negotiations over a contract have stalled. Negotiations with Konate are not advancing, and Real Madrid are interested. Now, I have no idea what's going on with the Konate situation. Big up Famzone TV. I don't understand what's going on with the situation with Konate right now. I don't know what the wages he wants. I don't know what it's about. I've read that Konate wants to be in line as one of the top earners in the football club. If that's the case, he probably wants over £200,000 a week. Obviously, I think he's on £75,000 a week right now, something like that. So it's a massive increase. It's a massive jump, obviously, in contracts. Is he worth that contract? Probably, yeah. You know, if you look around the market right now, what's available, what you have to pay for a centre back to have a good centre back, maybe, yeah, Konate is probably that level of footballer. But there is some people that are still a bit unsure on Konate, and myself included. I do think Konate has a lot of bozo moments in his games. I really do. I think Konate sometimes daydreams quite a lot as a centre back, but in some days he looks absolutely phenomenal and smashes the shit out of everyone. Looks like a world class centre back. Obviously, apart from this season, you know, Konate has had, you know, quite a few injury issues at Liverpool. Let's be fair. It's not like he's had injury 3 times. He's missed big chunks of seasons in recent seasons as well, which is why he might have not got his contract renewal before now. You know, a lot of people were talking about when we signed Konate, because of the price we paid for him, the wages that he was on. Konate should have been on a new contract by now. But if you take his first 2 years, I think his first season, I think Klopp only used him in the Champions League, and Matip played all Premier League games. His second season, I think he got a few injuries. He was in and out a bit. Matip was still first choice for Virgil. That was still Klopp's preferred centre-back partnership, was Matip and Virgil. So was Konate deserving of a contract extension 2 years into his Liverpool career? I don't think he was. I don't think he was. But this is the problem now. Liverpool want to give him a new deal, but he wants to be paid. He wants the money. I can't blame him. Everyone deserves to get their pay. But what is he worth over 200 grand a week? Are there defenders out there that may be a bit better and more consistent than Virgil? I don't know. This is the question for everybody. As I said, you know, there's good defenders out there. There's good players out there. I do think this is just me. It's not, I can't speak for anyone else. Just my feelings on it. I feel like we do overrate Konate a little bit. You know, I think we do overrate him a tad. I don't think he is phenomenal the way, like people will say, week in, week out. I just not quite. I'm not quite sure on this situation. Now, what Liverpool got? Big up the chat, by the way. Big up Philip in the chat. Big up everyone here. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you for being here. With Konate, you've got to get a very good replacement. You've got to get a very good replacement. If you're going to let Konate go, you still got to get a very good Konate. Because I'm not sitting here saying Konate is a bad player. Konate is one of the top centre backs around. There's no doubt about that. I'm not going to dismiss that. I just think I think we just overrate him a little bit sometimes. I don't think he's a world-class centre-back yet. Should Konate be a world-class centre-back by now? Like, people talk about Saliba as a world-class centre-back, right? Up there. You know, when you listen to pundits and all that, they talk about Saliba and Virgil in the Premier League. No one really mentions Konate like that. So Konate's what, 26 now? Should he be in that world-class bracket by now? That's, you know, that's what I'm trying to, you know, explain here, and we're trying to talk about and chat about. But what's out there? Obviously, there's the replacement of Dean Huijsen. It looks like he could be off to Real Madrid right now, depending who you listen to. So Fabrizio is saying that Liverpool, Arsenal and Chelsea are still ahead of Real Madrid for Dean Huijsen. Is whoever pays his release clause. Then other people are saying that Real Madrid are taking a step ahead of everyone else for Dean Huijsen. So I don't know who to believe in that scenario. But if I look at centre-backs around, and Malcolm's right, injuries have stalled his momentum. If I have and this is true by John as well. You know, it's true what we say about Konate. He can be world-class, but sometimes he's pure ass. And this is the, like, we shouldn't be having them conversations if we think Konate is worth over 200 grand a week. He should just be class all the time. How long did, like, it took Virgil's till now to get 350 grand a week. And I don't think Konate is ever going to be the level of Virgil van Dijk. And that's not a horrible thing to say because Virgil's a unicorn as a centre-back. Virgil still makes mistakes here and there because no one's perfect, you know. I thought Virgil made a mistake on the weekend for one of the Arsenal goals. It happens, yeah. But Konate is never going to get to Virgil's level, in my opinion. And we're only just giving Virgil the money he deserves now. So if Virgil wants that money, if Konate wants that money, would I give it to him? Probably, yeah. You know, I probably would give Konate the deal just because I'm looking around Europe, looking around the world. Look, I say the world. I don't watch Argentinian football. You know, I'm not sitting up on early hours Saturday morning watching Argentinian or Brazilian Premier League or whatever it's bloody called. You know what I mean? And watching the defense. I'm not. Anyone who says they do, big up to them. But do you? You know, European football-wise, I look around Europe. Bastoni, who's a good defender, again, he's a tad overrated as well. I think people go a bit too over the top about Bastoni. He's very protected playing in a back three. Again, he's at a high level, though. He's a better player than Konate, but he's not attainable. You've got to look at what's attainable out there. And the centre-back option is not that attainable. Then you might as well keep Konate because he's as good as anything out there. I'll wake at 3 a.m. to watch and see the big up Liverpool TV. Dean Huijsen is a player I think Liverpool actually really highly rate. And I think, like, they want to keep Konate and have Dean Huijsen, but they think Dean Huijsen can challenge Konate for his spot. That's what Liverpool think. I don't think he can challenge Virgil for his spot, but they think he can challenge Konate for his spot. Don't forget, last season, Konate lost his place to Kwanzaa. Let's not forget this. Gerald Kwanzaa, who the year before that played for Bristol Rovers under Joey Barton, actually took Konate's spot in the team. He took his place towards the end of the season under Jurgen Klopp. Then at the beginning of the season, he actually started the season and Konate was on the bench. And we want to give it, if he wants over 200,000 grand a week, I just don't feel like Liverpool are going to give it to him. I really don't. And that's why I think they were looking at Dean Huijsen, because they probably see him. He's like 5 years younger in Ibu. And you'd probably say that being 5 years younger in Ibu is probably on a higher trajectory than Ibu is right now. And Liverpool probably look at it and think, right, if Konate wants to leave, we'll get a bit of money for him this summer. And we go and get Dean Huijsen, who they will think is in the 2 or 3 years to come will be an upgrade on Ibu. He's not an upgrade right now because he's still quite raw. But in 2 or 3 years' time, they will look at it as a football club and go, he's a massive upgrade on Ibu Konate. And that's why they've been looking at him. I don't think they'll get him. It looks like he's off to Real Madrid by all accounts. But, you know, when the French national team is put out, I don't think Konate's first choice. I think he plays games, but I think the first choice French lineup is William Saliba and Upamecano at the moment. Konate gets games here and now. I know Konate's been captain of France, but So when you look at it all in that, should Liverpool pay over £200,000 a week? I'll leave it to you guys in the chat. Would you pay over £200,000 a week for Ibu Konate? Yes or no? Just, I see what you say in the chat, man. I see what you say in the chat. Would you pay over £200,000 for Ibu Konate? Let me know. This is an interesting one. It's an interesting one. A lot of you say no. A lot say yes. Yes, it's an interesting one, isn't it? It's definitely an interesting one. See, I would keep him. I would keep him at this moment in time because I don't know who else we would go and get right now apart from Dean Huijsen. If Dean Huijsen's off somewhere else, then no, probably not. Probably not. No, he's injury prone. I'll pay him the 200k. I'd star that honesty. No, we need Dean in. He's going to be the next Rolls Royce. Konate's clumsy like Carragher. Archie says yes. Bit too much. I haven't said 200k, no more. No, it's Konate's first season. No, this is Konate's first season. He's been consistent a whole season. That's very true. No. Yes, 100%. Very 50-50 in the chat about Konate, and I hear you guys. It's very 50-50 in the chat. Better to keep him because you know what you're going to get, but 150 to 170. And this is my thing about it. You know, if Liverpool can't get Dean Huijsen, I think they just got to give Konate. They've got to come to some kind of term with Konate. If Konate can accept between 180 and 200 grand, then I'm quite happy for Konate to stay. Again, he's probably as good as there is out there in Europe at the moment for his age range. I don't know, but now Real Madrid are in interest. Look, Real Madrid need a centre-back. I believe Rudiger is Rudiger's last season at Real Madrid. Someone correct me on that. But I swear I read somewhere that Rudiger's contract's coming to an end and he's not going to extend it. So this could be Rudiger's last year at Real Madrid. If that's true, they definitely needed a centre-back. Yeah, and it depends on contract length too. Big up Liverpool FC TV. That's quite true. You want him for the long term. You want to give him a 5-year deal. That's what you want to give Konate. You really want to give him a 5-year deal. You want to give him remember Saliba's on 193 grand. Yeah, so he probably wants to be in line with that. Breaking Real Madrid are in talks with Huijsen. There you go. He's off there. And see, if Real Madrid are thinking about it, yeah. If Real Madrid are thinking of getting Huijsen for a release clause, which is 50 million, and they can get Konate on a free, they've got their centre-back pairing done for next year, for the years to come. That's probably what they're looking at. But maybe if they get Dean Huijsen, they probably won't go for Konate this year. And unless it's PSG or Real Madrid, I don't think Konate wants to go anywhere else. Because where else is there a go? I don't know if Bayern Munich need a centre-back. I don't see him going to... Oh, yeah, that's true. They'll play 3 centre-backs. Big up Scraps. That is very true as well. Jonathan Tarr, I believe, is going to Bayern Munich, honestly, what I read. If that's true or not, I don't know. Yeah, the Xabi Alonso system. Real Madrid know the player dreams of the move. Initial talks are taking place with Xabi Alonso on the new centre-back. Yeah, so Dean Huijsen's going to Real Madrid, man. Konate's got like 10 brothers at Paris. Interesting. Interesting one with Konate. I'd rather get Konate done, if I'm honest, guys. I'd rather get Konate done. I don't think Real Madrid triggered a release clause and have the funds. No. They're playing 3 centre-backs. Let's take one of Real Madrid's midfielders. Yeah, there are a lot of people been saying that. A lot of people been saying that. Hoyce wants to move to Spain anyway. He's just switched nationalities. We don't know a lot about Konate when we got him most wanted up in Meccano. A very good point, Dustin. Very good point. Liverpool got to figure this out and figure it out quickly, because the last thing we want is keep Konate and go next season and he hasn't signed a new contract. I don't want that next year. I don't think the club want that next year. Going, oh, it's Konate go leave, it's Konate go leave. It needs to be done this summer. The club need to act fast on this. They can't be hanging around because we've got other positions to fill, especially a striker. They can't be. They have to act quick on this one for me. If I'm looking at it, I'd probably keep Konate right now. I'd give him his contract, try and sort a contract out. I'd literally sit down with him and go, look, we can't go high, no higher than 200. 200 is as high as we can go. 5-year deal, 200 grand a week. And if he says no to that and he still rejects that, then you just got to let him go. You got to find a buyer for him this summer and sell him this summer, and then look for a replacement very quickly. Obviously, Hato is the other choice out there that we know of. Hato is very cheap, I believe. Can someone tell me the price of Hato if Liverpool were going to get him? Morello from Forest would be, I think. Apparently, Forest want close to 100 million for Morello, apparently. So I don't think that's going to happen. But someone in the chat, if you could let me know how much Hato would. Hato's looked consistently average every time I've seen him. And that's what I'm saying. I don't watch him, see. Hato would be about 40 or 50 million. Uh, 20 mil. I'm starting to seriously question Marco Edwards and Richie Hughes. Why, Bruno? Our right back is left. They've gone and got a fantastic replacement. They've signed up 2 of our world-class talents. What? Let me know why you're starting to question them, Bruno. Up to 50 mil. So would you say would you guys say would you guys say that Hato might be a little bit cheaper than Huijsen? Because they're probably the 2. That's all Liverpool have been linked with, is Huijsen and Hato. But is Hato a centre-back, guys? Where would you like to play him? Would you guys play him centre-back or left-back? Big up, Dan. We're just talking about the Konate situation right now. Let me know, guys. Where would you play him? Eddie's been a member for 25 months. Much love to you, Eddie. Players shouldn't hold the club to ransom. I hear that. Big up Rishi as well. Greg can't be spending more than 200k on Konate. Big up Rishi. Big up everyone with the supers and members as well. Much love to you guys. Do appreciate it. What I'm going to do. There you go. I'm going to send 5 memberships out. I've just gifted 5 memberships out because you guys are great. I love all you guys. So, yeah, there's 5 memberships there to be picked up that I've just given out. So, yeah, if you've got a membership, big up to you guys. A little treat from me to you, because you guys have been fantastic the last few weeks on the channel. And, yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it. So, it's a little gift from me to you guys. The other football centre-back there's Amiani. No work. Big up, everyone. Big up, big up. I don't actually do a lot of membership videos, but I'm going to do a lot of membership videos in the summer. It's something I've got to get more into. But when the summer comes round, I'm going to do a lot more member-only videos just for you guys. I don't think there'll be lives. There'll be like pre-recorded videos that I'm going to do and just throw them on, and you guys can get something behind. I'm going to be doing some vlogging as well, so make sure you look out for that as well. I'm going obviously to the parade. I'm going to vlog my whole parade, but I'm going to put that in a members video. So make sure you look out for that as well. So if you want to become a member, you can join. Join button's just at the bottom there. Cheap as chips as well. And yeah, make sure you're joining up for the members videos soon. And we've got lots coming out in the summer, man. Lots coming up in the summer. Jamie's more generous than history. Yeah, I'll be at the parade, guys. Remember, I'm going to take a photo of the destination I am. I'm going to pin it on my posts, and then you guys can come and meet up with me if you like. We'll have a beer or something. Have a great time. Looking forward to unveiling a new kit against Palace. I don't know if they will cop end because it's a new sponsor. I don't think the Nike deal. I think they officially got to play in a Nike deal till it finishes, ain't they? And I think the Nike deal finishes in June. So I don't know if they can. Let me know on that one. I'm not sure because it's a new sponsorship. Hato's only played at left back this season, Jamie. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, play Hato at left back, maybe. A night deal ends in August. If a night deal ends in August, they're going to have to play in a night kit, ain't they? Yeah, so they can't. I don't think they can wear their new kit like they usually do because it's a new sponsor. Let Trent wear the new kit. But yeah, I'd give Konate a new deal right now. Looking across Europe, what's available, I'd literally give Konate a new deal. I can understand why talks are not going well because Liverpool might not think he deserves 200 grand a week and he might want 200 grand a week. They're the rumours anyway. It might not even be that's the case. We ain't going to know why and what's the situation with Konate until we hear it properly. At the moment, it's all hearsay and rumours, but that's the only thing we can talk about is hearsay and rumours at the end of the day. Big up Bruno says we need 5 players in. We need 2 strikers, a DM, left back. We're talking 50 years on contracts. Yes, Sam Virgil has signed, but need to figure out targets to get them. 2 strikers, a DM. Well, we're going to get a left back in, and we're getting a right back in. The DM situation. The DM situation. I just. Do you know what it is? Unless Liverpool and Slot change their mind on this, unless Slot completely changes her mind on how he wants his defensive midfielder to play, I think we've all got to get used to the fact that Ryan Gravenberch is Liverpool's defensive midfielder. Some will like it, some will not like it. But I think we just got to get used to the fact that he's going to play defensive midfield for Arne Slot. Unless there's a change-up. Unless there's a change-up in that circumstance, I can't see us going to get a DM, man. Jane, would you keep Jota, give Diaz a new contract, move him central and sell Nunes? Yeah, that is a lot of the talk right now because if we were going to go out and get a young, pacey left winger, I would then put Luis Diaz as a second choice number 9 because I think Luis Diaz will be more effective and score more goals than Diogo Jota in the number 9 area. I don't know if anyone agrees with me on this point. I mean, I've been begging Luis Diaz to play number 9 for about 2 years now. He eventually does. That's how I look at it. Go and get a young, pacey, technical left winger. Sell Jota and Darwin. Go and get your first choice striker that'll play most of the games, and leave Luis Diaz as your second choice number 9. Because, like, right now, Luis Diaz, even if he doesn't score in a game, he's probably going to give me more on the pitch than Diogo Jota does right now. So, yeah, I don't mind that at all. You got Gakpo in the new left winger. You got the brand new striker and Diaz as your number 9s. And then you got Salah as your right winger and maybe Frimpong as that backup. So, yeah, I don't mind that, really. I really don't mind that situation. I'd be shocked if Jota stays in the summer. I don't know how much more we got to do there. Bruno says square pegs round hole situation. Not really. Versatile players are good, Bruno. Versatile players are good. Jota's time's up, most definitely, man. Most definitely. I just don't know how much Jota's got left in the tank, where he's going to get it from. Is he going to be better next season? I don't think so. I don't think so. Don't really think it's it. Konate here said he's sick of the fans booing him every game. Someone tell him it's his chant. Boo. Jota value is dropping. We need to sell now. I agree. If we get Kirkes and Frimpong, we don't even need a pacey winger. That is very true, and that's what we're going to talk about now. So, a lot of the talk right now is Frimpong to Liverpool. He looks like he's on his way. Hang on, let me just see what Dave O'Copper's just tweeted saying, widely reported that Real Madrid are interested in doing Huijsen. The Spanish international reportedly dreams of a move to Madrid. Liverpool still interested. This is one Liverpool should pass on. I don't have the energy for 3 years of Real Madrid linked. Morello is linked to Liverpool. And that is what Dave O'Copper is saying today. Liverpool also, this is Dave O'Copper as well, Liverpool are planning on bringing in a proven goal scoring forward this summer. We'll get to that in a minute because that is quite a thing to talk about. Fabrizio Romano, conversations advancing between Liverpool and Frimpong on contract. Frimpong is absolutely pushing for this move. He wants to wear the red shirt next season. The deal is absolutely on. This is according to Fabrizio. Frimpong is on his way to Liverpool by the look of it. Now, I've seen a lot of people today talking about the Frimpong situation and how he should play, the negatives about Frimpong. Now, this is what we always do about when we sign players. We always talk about the negatives. We always talk about we're only getting him because he's cheap. We're only getting it we're only getting because he's cheap. We're cheap Liverpool. That's why we're getting him. Or the fact that, he can't defend instead of the positive. I want to talk about the other option first. Everyone keeps talking about we're only getting Frimpong because he's cheap. It's cheap Liverpool. But these same fans want us to go and buy Ryan Cherki and not any other number 10 because he's cheap. I bet if we buy Ryan Cherki this summer for like 22 million quid, I bet no one goes, we only bought him because he was cheap. I bet no one says it because he's the number 10 they want. Yeah? No one will say it. But because we're buying Frimpong for apparently cheap, everyone's like, we're only buying him because he's cheap. Do you know what I mean? It don't make sense. It's just agendas for agenda's sake. For starters, Frimpong is a good footballer. I don't care if he's cheap. What's it matter if he costs? What does it matter if you're buying a good player? So if Frimpong was 10 million quid, you wouldn't buy him. Is that what you're saying? So when you go on a sale, say you're into, I don't know, you're into TVs, you want a big 70-inch TV, and the TV you've always wanted, you couldn't afford, and then one day they just put a 70% sale on that TV. Guess what you're doing? You're going to buy that TV because that's a TV you've always wanted. You've not gone anywhere else. That's the one you've always wanted. And it's just put a 70% sale on it. No one's going to call you cheap for it. Everyone's going to call you clever and sensible because you waited your time. You knew what you wanted and you went and got it when it was the right price. When Liverpool do that, you get called cheap. Makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. I think Frimpong will be a great addition to this football club. His abilities on the ball are more positives than his negatives. Yeah, his defending's not the great. Here's one for you. I keep hearing people talking about I want a defender only fullback. Let's have defensive minded fullbacks. Okay, so Liverpool go play low block. You want Liverpool play low block. You want defensive minded fullbacks. So Liverpool go play low block. Because all the proper defensive minded fullbacks are absolutely atrocious going forward. I'd rather attacking minded fullbacks than defensive minded fullbacks. I'd rather a fullback that's going to give me more going forward than I have to worry about the back. Will sometimes Frimpong get cooked as a fullback? Yes. Guess what? A lot of fullbacks or even exceptional defenders get cooked by their winger. Do you know what I mean? It's. I'd rather an attacker-minded fullback. You know, we can have that defensive-minded one if you want to play low blocks and, you know, not have advancing fullbacks and play different ways. Fine, but it's just me. Maybe it's just me. I want to play front-footed football. I want to play on the edge of the game. I don't mind taking a risk. I think the best teams in the world play more risky football. Look at Barcelona. Barcelona can't play more risky than the way they do. The guys play on the halfway line. They literally play on the halfway line. And PSG literally play on the halfway line. They all play risky football, but risky football is winning football at the end of the day. They're going, Barcelona and PSG, top two teams in probably Europe at the moment, along with Liverpool, go to a game to win. Now, sometimes they might win 4-2, 5-3 and stuff like that, but they're putting so much risk into it. Their whole aspect is to win a game of football. They don't set up teams to nullify the opposition or get a draw or anything like that. They play to win. So they play with an evidence of risk. And that's what the best teams do, man. They play with an evidence of risk, and Liverpool want to play with an evidence of risk. Liverpool could go and get Wan-Bissaka at right back. What's that going to do for us down the right-hand side in an attacking sense? And here's the other thing as well. Liverpool play far more attacking minded as a defensive team than Arsenal do, yeah? And there's not much difference between Arsenal and Liverpool for conceding goals this season. If you look at the defensive way they concede goals, Arsenal defend deeper and more compact than Liverpool. Liverpool are more attacking minded with the way they defend as a team, yeah? And we've conceded only a few goals more than them this season. We've actually got more clean sheets than Arsenal this season. So having a defensive minded fullback doesn't mean you're actually going to concede less goals than with an attack minded fullback. Because defending is more about how a team sets up more than just how the back four sets up. It's about how you keep the ball. You know, it's about how high up the pitch you can go. It's about how much you can press. It's not about just defending from the back. It's about defending from the front. That, you know, the front is the best part of your defence. You keep the ball higher up the pitch. Look how good Liverpool were as a defensive team under Jurgen Klopp. You had Trent and Robbo, the most attacking fullbacks in Europe at that time, that were just completely pushed up like wingers. But we kept the ball all the time. We had pressers. Our forward line were pressing. Our midfield was pressing. It was impossible almost to score against us at times. We didn't sit back. We didn't play low block. So I think, you know, people will look at the defensive side of fullbacks, and what Liverpool have gone and done, they've gone and bought a winner. They've gone and bought a 20-foot. It looks like they're going to go and buy a 25-year-old right-sided player who can play right back, right wing back, and right wing. Who's won a league title. He won the Pokal, or whatever it's called, German FA Cup. He played internationally for the Dutch team. He's a very good footballer. Yeah, go get him for a good price. If he plays right back for Liverpool, so be it. You know, I know he plays right wing back for Bayer Leverkusen, but before he was at Bayer Leverkusen, he played right back. He's gone from right back to right wing back. You know, people act like he's never played right back before, which is absolutely mad. Absolutely mad. Jamie, the game final beat Ajax 6-0 final, won the ball high at the pitch. Ajax barely made it past the halfway line. I feel most teams play that way. Exactly, honesty. High up the football, you know, front-footed, pushing up. You need pace to do that as well, because if you do lose the ball in transition playing that way, you need your fullbacks to be pacey going back. And that's one thing Frimpong's got. What's the one thing we used to moan about Trent about, guys? What's the one thing we used to moan about Trent about? Jogging back, not getting back quick enough, walking and jogging and stuff like that. We used to fume about it. Now, Frimpong, he will sprint back. You know, he'll sprint back. I think it's a good bit of business. And as Boot Room says, Frimpong will overlap Salah and create a lot of chances to chip in with goals. It's a no-brainer. Exactly. Yeah, recovery pace, man. It's about recovery pace. As much as I love Robbo, yeah, he hasn't got that recovery pace like he used to have. You know, Robbo used to have tremendous recovery pace. He doesn't have it no more. So if you go and get a Hatto or a Kirkes, you got say you got Kirkes. Say Liverpool just go to Bournemouth and buy Kirkes, yeah. Kirkes is a left back. Frimpong's a right back. They're attack-minded fullbacks, but they got the recovery pace to get back as well. You know what I mean? And also with Frimpong, he can play that higher up the pitch if you need to, man. You can play him higher up the pitch. You can play Conor Bradley one day at right back and play Frimpong further up and give Salah a break. I don't see why this is a bad transfer. I don't understand why people are worried about this transfer. This is a very good bit of business from Liverpool. Apparently, according to Fabrizio Romano, Liverpool have been talking now to Frimpong for 6 weeks, which makes sense because Trent told Liverpool he was leaving in March. So as soon as Trent told Liverpool he was leaving in March, Liverpool decided to go and get Frimpong, which is good. It's what we want to see our clubs do, yeah? What we want to see our clubs to do. Leverkusen went invincible with him. Exactly, man. Got to a European final and everything. And he's homegrown as well. I don't see why this is a bad transfer. I think this is a good bit of business. What it does as well, this is another thing it does with Frimpong as well. You've got Frimpong on the right-hand side. You can drop Gravenberch a little bit deeper. You can drop Grav just a tiny little bit deeper. That then releases McAllister and Szoboszlai to maybe play a little bit higher up, especially McAllister. You can drop Gravenberch into that back three. Like we've seen Gravenberch can play centre-back. But as that deep line defensive midfielder, you could go, right, Gravenberch, we don't need to see Gravenberch in the attacking end of games now on the other end of the pitch. You can just drop back. You can drop back a little bit because you've got Frimpong who's got that pace, who can cut inside and has got a bit more pace and dribbling about him. You can leave Gravenberch further back in case there is a transition where we lose the ball. Gravenberch can play a little bit deeper. That helps as well. I think this is just a good deal. You know, I think it's a good deal, and as everyone says, it helps with the homegrown as well. I just can't. I can't understand why people would be against this deal. I don't want defensive-minded fullbacks because we don't play a low block. We play attack-minded football. And it's not about your fullbacks defending. You know, fullbacks are now known to be more attack-minded. But you should defend better as a team. You should defend better as a team. Liverpool have always got a good defence, even with defensive liabilities in the team. They've still always got a good defence. You know, what solid right back what solid right back is out there right now that's attainable, that Liverpool can go and get? You know, what attainable centre-back, full-back out there is there right now that's an attainable transfer? I've always said it. My ideal full-back would be Hakimi, but Hakimi's the captain of PSG. He ain't going nowhere. Yeah, he's unattainable. Gratuda, yeah, but I don't think Slot likes Gratuda as many people think. I remember when Slot came to Liverpool, everyone thought, oh, Gratuda. I don't think he rates him like that for Liverpool. You know what I mean? And here's the thing about Kyle Walker, right? Here's the thing about Kyle Walker. What was Kyle Walker really famous for? Kyle Walker weren't the best defender, but Kyle Walker was excellent because he had recovery pace. He weren't the best defender, though. I'm not going to sit here and say like he was the best defender, but his recovery pace was unmatched. That's why wingers had a terrible time against Kyle Walker, because you think you're away from Kyle. Go back and watch a lot of Kyle Walker games. Kyle Walker is out of position a lot of the time. He's always a lot out of position, and wingers think they got the best of him. But because his recovery pace is second to none, he's probably the quickest player in Premier League history. He's lightning quick, yeah? And his recovery pace just got him back, and he could win the ball. And wingers couldn't. They struggled. Yeah. And also, I think this will help Salah as well. And Frimpong's not even the worst defender, by the way. You know, Frimpong can defend. I think it's just we like to say people can't defend because they're good going forward. You know, because he's great going forward, people think he can't defend, which is quite mad. It's quite mad. He can defend better than you guys, like people think. Right, I'm going to share the screen with you guys for a second. So I am going to be on my Big Up channel in about 20 minutes time, or 16 minutes time, as it says there. I want everyone to join me on my Big Up channel when this video finishes, guys, in 16 minutes, because on Big Up, we are going to do video footage of Frimpong. So we're going to do video footage. On YouTube, I can't show you video footage because I'll get copyright strikes. On Big Up, we can do video footage. So we can watch Frimpong in action. So we're going to watch Frimpong in action, man. We're going to watch Frimpong in action. It's something I can't do on YouTube. If I put clips up of Frimpong right now, I will get copyright striked. Over on Big Up, you can't. What I'm going to do, if you're not on Big Up, you've not been there before, you've not followed me or the Coppish lads or Matt or Drifty or Never a Foul and all them guys that are over on Big Up, I'll put the link in the chat. all you need to do is press that link, and then all you need to do, like you do with anything else, you just put an email and a password in. That's all you need, guys. That's all you need to open an account, email and a password, and then you can go and follow me over there. Jamie Phillips Football Chats, exactly the same as it is on YouTube. There's a link, guy. Press the link, and then it'll probably ask you for an email and a password, and you should be good. Oh, God, I need a drink. But what we're going to do over there, we're going to show you video footage, guys. We're going to watch videos of Frimpong. Should be fun. We'll have this same discussion, but I'm going to be able to bring up videos and that, guys. So that's going to start in 14 minutes. The link is in the chat. Make sure you go and hit that link. And, yeah, we should be over there, guys. And, yeah, we're going over to Big Up Ty because we can show video footage, man, and not get copyrighted. We don't get copyrighted on Big Up for video footage. So I can show you like 10 minutes of videos of Frimpong, and we can discuss about how good he is going forward and how good he is defending. If I do it on YouTube, I just get demonetized straight away. And actually, your channel can get blocked. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can get worldwide blockage on YouTube. So that's why I thought I'd do an hour over here on YouTube with you guys. And then we'll take it over to my Big Up channel and we'll do video footage and watch him for ourselves and go through it that way. So, yeah, it's 234 people here. Make sure you hit the link. The link is in the chat. It's right there. What I do, I pin it. I pin it at the top. So the link is pinned at the top of the live chat, guys. Just go to the top of the live chat, and yeah, and then hit that link. You'll be welcome to Big Up, and then you'll find my channel, Jamie Phillips Football Chats, and it'll ask you just to join community. You press join community, and that's you as a subscriber, and then we'll go through. That's also where you go find other shows of mine, which I can just show you now. Hang on. Let me show you other shows of mine as well, guys. So this is other shows of mine here as well. And you see we do the Vibes with Copy show over here. The Vibes with Copy show will be on Big Up every Thursday, so make sure you join us over there. The reason the Vibes with Copy show is on Big Up, Craig, thank you very much. The reason the Vibes with Copy show is on Big Up is because every time I do it on YouTube, they demonetize me all the time, which means I'm losing a wage, guys. And at the end of the day, I've got a family to feed and a wife to please, so I think everyone understands this is my job. You know, this is my job. So this is my profession. So big up everyone just hitting that. It's good over there, guys. If you've not been over there, I do need a drink badly. If you've never been over on Big Up, guys, it's fun. There's threads, there's GIFs in the chat as well. You don't just write in the live chat, you've got GIFs you can write in there as well. You can do GIFs in there. It's quite funny. There's threads as well, so you can chat to other people in the live chat. And you can see I do watch-alongs as well. So a lot of watch-alongs over there on my things as well. Thank you very much. Look at that. My daughter just brought me up a drink. How beautiful is that? And as you can see, my biggest show, Vibes with Copies, every Thursday, 10:30 on Big Up as well. So it's a great community. Go and join. Make sure you join it, guys. And yeah, it's going to be fun. So we're going to go over there in a minute. We're going to do video footage. Again, I'll do a clip show over there as well, where when Liverpool play a game of football, we get given all the highlights, and I can show you the highlights of the games. show you all the goals, the offsides, the fouls, the free kicks, the red cards, the yellow cards, whatever it is, and we don't get copyrighted. It's a beautiful place to be for that kind of thing. So I appreciate you all coming over. There's 200 odd people here right now. I'm hoping the majority of you come over. I'm going to be live over there in about 10 minutes. So guys, everyone hit that link. It's at the top of the live chat. It's going to take you over to my Big Up channel. And we are going to sit back and watch video footage of Frimpong and discuss that transfer a little bit more. Big up to everyone. I'll see you over my Big Up channel in 10 minutes. Big up. Much love. Hit the link at the top of the live chat. See you soon. Bye-bye.